Good evening. Good evening. Happy Saturday. Perhaps it is Sunday, depending upon where you are on the globe. Sad news out of my hometown, Maryland, as you can see in the storyline thumbnail. NFL rookie Khyree Jackson passed away along with two others in a horrible motor vehicle accident. Hi there, Mary Lou. How are you? Thank you for coming by. Now, before, and this will not take long, I continue. This is fair use under copyright section 107, and also viewer discretion is advised. As I mentioned, rookie Khyree Jackson, just 24 years old, was selected by the Minnesota Vikings in the fourth round of the 2024 draft. Passed away early morning along with two others in a horrible motor vehicle accident on these roads here in Maryland. Hi there, PMTV. How are you? Now, many people are enjoying this time of year. Many people travel. Many people have graduated. Many people are making plans for college. And in the case of young Khyree Jackson, who was born incidentally August 11, 1999, he will not see his 25th birthday. Now, because this is an ongoing investigation, and I will always implore everyone to conduct your own independent and thorough research. NBC News and other reputable news outlets are reporting that he and, as I mentioned, two others passed away in the accident. Now, according to the release, Mr. Jackson was a passenger in a Dodge Charger, and the other two occupants, Isaiah Hazel, 23 years old, and Anthony Litton Jr., 24, also succumbed to their injuries. Hazel played college football. Hi there, Brooklyn Hood. How are you? And thank you for coming by. Hazel played college football at Maryland and Charlotte and was driving. Litton played at Florida State and Penn State. Khyree Jackson played for Alabama Crimson Tide. The preliminary investigation. Thank you, Brooklyn Hood. Haven't seen you before, but thank you. According to the preliminary investigation, it is showing that the driver of the other vehicle attempted to change lanes while driving at a high rate of speed and struck the Charger and afterwards struck the Chevrolet Impala. The impact, according to reports, forced the Charger, which was the vehicle the three men were in, to strike multiple tree stumps. The occupants of the Infinity and Impala were not injured. The release at the time of the story, and again this is ongoing, that investigators believe alcohol may have been the contributing circumstance in this crash. When the investigation is concluded, all details will be released. I truly, truly hope that these three young men did not lose their lives as a result of a drunk driver or drunk drivers. Again, this is a time of year where a lot of young people are setting out for life, and to be struck down the way these three young men were, it's heartbreaking. I am going to attempt, the StreamYard was giving me a problem earlier, to share the screen again. It'll be very useful, just so you can see the devastation that can happen on these roads. Maryland roads are notorious. They have been sobriety checkpoints, especially this holiday weekend. And again, I just hope and pray that alcohol was not a contributing factor. And I'm also going to copy this if anyone has anything they would like to add, because I've mentioned this many times before. Life is so short, and it's our young people. Sometimes people expect always for the elders, but it's our young people that we're losing, and we're losing them because of negligence. We're losing them because of selfishness of other people behind the wheels of the cars that they're driving. So again, I'm going to present this, attempt to, and if you're squeamish, there is a trigger warning. So viewer discretion is advised. And I'm not going to show the entire thing, but you can see right here the debris. You can see tennis shoes. That imagery that you see right now, and I haven't even pressed play, should give you an idea of how much force that impact made. Hi, Leonia. Hi there, Priya. Thank you so much. Again, this is fair use.
Investigation shows the Charger went off the road into several tree stumps and ended up on a service road adjacent to the highway. The driver was 23-year-old Isaiah Hazel of Upper Marlboro. 24-year-old Khyree Jackson of Waldorf was the front seat passenger. Both died at the scene. 24-year-old Anthony Litton, a backseat passenger, died later at a hospital. All three were former football players at Wise High School. Khyree Jackson was a rookie corner.
Now, Wise High School is actually Henry Wise High School, which was right down the street. Not now, but some time ago. So I'm very familiar with that area.
Quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings.
He always had high aspirations.
His grandfather, Anthony Jackson, was among the friends and family members of the victims who came to the scene. His grandfather recalls how proud they all were of Khyree Jackson's achievements.
Doing the best that he could possibly do. And
keep in mind, he was just selected by the Minnesota Vikings, 4th round, number 108 was the selection.
in life and with the family.
Jackson, Isaiah Hazel, and Anthony Litton were graduates of Henry J. Wise High School in Upper Marlboro, and all three were part of state championship teams.
They were still together, still hanging out, still doing some things together.
Westlake High School football coach DeLon Parrish coached all three of the young men when he was at Henry Wise High School. He also taught all three of them.
Isaiah had an infectious attitude. He was extraordinary. Everybody loved being around him. AJ, phenomenal athlete. You know, he could do anything he wanted. Khyree, belief in himself, was incredible.
And he adds he was inspired by the three young men, and they'll continue to inspire others. As police began their investigation into the deadly crash, loved ones of the victims began to deal with the loss.
We're going to try to get through this as best as we possibly can.
The driver of the third vehicle that was struck was uninjured. State police say the driver of the Infiniti, identified as 23-year-old Corey Klingman, and two passengers in her car were also uninjured. Police say alcohol may have been a factor in the crash.
Okay, so that's just reiterating what I mentioned earlier, that alcohol may have been, and we're not sure yet because this is ongoing, alcohol may be a contributing factor. So you have three young lives, promising young lives, cut short. Very, again, sad news coming out of my home state of Maryland. I've said this many times, asking people to please be careful on these roads, especially this time of year. I saw ATVs on the highways doing wheelies and all types of, I don't want to say tricks, but whatever these younger people do on these vehicles, but without regard to others on the road. And I'm sure that there are still people, despite many warnings for many years about drinking and getting behind the wheel of a vehicle. It appears from the reports in that video that everyone involved, even those that were lost, were young people under the age of 25. I will continue to repeat each time I upload a video or when I go live the importance of cherishing each moment, because your life and the lives of your loved ones can change within a blink of an eye. And keep in mind, not all of the time could it be that person's fault. It could be the result of the negligence, the inconsiderate behavior of others. Yes, 3 people lost their lives, but you have 3 families, friends, loved ones, former players on the field, and the players that would have been teammates of Khyree Jackson's had he not lost his life in that accident. Please keep your prayers and thoughts for the families of those 3 that were lost and everyone involved. This is a very, very sad and unfortunate incident, which, in my opinion, most definitely could have been avoided. In closing, everyone, please remember when you're out on the roads to take caution not only of what you're doing, but those that may drive up very close to you or who may be or appear to be impaired. Thank you for tuning in, and those who catch the replay, your comments on this horrific accident that again took the lives of 3 people, one being Khyree Jackson, NFL rookie, recently selected by the Minnesota Vikings in round 4, and he was selected. He was the 108th pick. That was a dream many people have, and unfortunately, we won't know how great he could have been. Thank you all for tuning in, and enjoy the remainder of your night, perhaps morning, depending upon where you are on the globe. Until next video, bye-bye for now.